Welcome to Thread of Change, where the unexpected unfolds and the truth cuts deeper than the headlines. Today, we dive into a moment that's left Hollywood gasping. Johnny Depp reportedly kicked off The View after a ferocious live clash with none other than Whoopi Goldberg. You heard that right. The usually composed panel took a nosedive into chaos, and insiders claim it wasn't scripted, rehearsed, or recoverable. This wasn't just your average tense debate, this was volcanic. And as cameras rolled, audiences witnessed what may go down as one of the most shocking moments in daytime TV history. But what actually happened? And what pushed two Hollywood legends to erupt on live television? It started with what was supposed to be a friendly interview. Depp had come on the show to promote an independent film he's been quietly working on post-trial, hoping for a calm, redeeming media appearance. The View's set buzzed with curiosity. Fans were eager to see Depp outside the courtroom drama and back in the creative spotlight. But the temperature shifted when Whoopi, known for her strong opinions, steered the conversation toward accountability in Hollywood. Tension brewed as she asked pointed questions about his past, questions that Depp clearly wasn't expecting. His smile faltered, the room chilled, and a storm began to gather in plain sight. Depp tried to keep it diplomatic, giving brief, vague responses, but Whoopi wasn't backing down. She referenced past controversies, the implications of fame, and whether Hollywood has learned its lesson. Johnny's jaw tightened. What had begun as a promo appearance transformed into an interrogation. He finally pushed back, saying, "With all due respect, Whoopi, you're not the moral compass of this industry." The audience gasped. Joy Behar reportedly mouthed, "Oh no," off camera. Producers were already scrambling backstage, unsure whether to cut to commercial or let it unfold live. But it only escalated from there. Whoopi, never one to shy away from confrontation, fired back with intensity. She accused Depp of playing the victim, sidestepping important questions, and expecting praise without accountability. Depp, visibly frustrated, leaned forward and said, "I didn't come here to be lectured by someone who's protected by the very system she criticizes." That's when it all unraveled. What followed was a fiery back and forth, voices raised, body language tense, and camera operators swinging between angles trying to capture every cutting exchange. The View set, known for heated debates, had never seen anything like this. Producers were reportedly screaming in earpieces, trying to cut to commercial, but the control room couldn't get a clean break without dead air. The result? A surreal, unfiltered TV moment. Security was alerted, not because of physical threat, but because the energy had turned so hostile that it was bordering on unsafe. Within minutes, a stage manager walked on set, something unheard of during a live segment, and gently motioned to Depp to step off the stage. He looked around, visibly stunned, before saying, "This isn't a conversation, it's an ambush." And with that, he walked off. Cameras followed him for a second, then cut abruptly to black. Within hours, the internet exploded. Clips of the clash flooded social media, fans took sides, and hashtags like #Depp vs Whoopi and #TheViewMeltdown began trending worldwide. Some praised Whoopi for holding celebrities accountable, others accused her of ambushing a guest with personal attacks. Depp's PR team went into overdrive, releasing a brief statement. Mr. Depp was invited to discuss his film, not to be interrogated on unresolved legal matters. He regrets the breakdown of the interview. Meanwhile, ABC has reportedly scrubbed parts of the episode from its online platforms, though fragments live on through screen recordings and fan uploads. Inside sources from The View claim the mood after Depp left was ice cold. Whoopi sat silently during the next segment, and the rest of the panel appeared shaken. Joy Behar allegedly whispered off camera, "That's it, he's never coming back." The atmosphere backstage, insiders say, was like a war zone, executives debating damage control strategies, debating whether to apologize publicly or let the controversy ride the wave of media attention. While some staffers were stunned, others said, this was bound to happen. One anonymous crew member claimed, it was like watching two tectonic plates crash. You could feel it building for minutes before it blew. So what does this mean for The View? And more importantly, what does it mean for Johnny Depp? Rumors now swirl that several upcoming talk shows are reconsidering their invitations. Some fear he's become too unpredictable for live appearances. Others argue that this confrontation will only boost his popularity, painting him as a rebel unfairly silenced. Industry insiders are split. One executive told us, "It's hard to know who won that argument, but we all lost a bit of professionalism on that stage." As for Whoopi, she has reportedly refused to issue a public statement, saying only, "We ask questions. That's our job." But there's another side to this story, one few are talking about. Some believe this entire clash may have been premeditated. Yes, you heard right. The theory gaining traction online is that this was a publicity stunt, aimed at reigniting interest in both Depp and the increasingly controversial talk show. Could the producers have scripted the confrontation to boost sagging ratings? Was Depp in on it, or did he fall into a trap laid for him? A cryptic post from a former segment producer added fuel to the fire: "Never trust a live mic. Or a quiet green room." Coincidence, or confession? Regardless of whether it was real or orchestrated, the clash has left a permanent mark. Editorials are pouring in, dissecting every facial twitch and verbal jab. Media analysts are calling it the defining moment of celebrity culture in 2025. Memes are everywhere, some showing Depp in pirate gear walking off set, others replacing the panel with courtroom judges. The public is feasting on the fallout. Yet behind the viral storm is a sobering truth: the divide between celebrities and the media has never been more volatile. And The View, once a space for hot topics, has now become the battlefield of reputations. In the days following, Depp was spotted at a jazz club in New Orleans, smiling, laughing, and allegedly telling friends, "It was bound to blow up somewhere." Meanwhile, The View's producers canceled 3 scheduled interviews, citing internal recalibrations. Speculation continues to grow about whether Whoopi and Depp have spoken privately since the incident. Some sources say yes. Others claim they're refusing to acknowledge each other, even through intermediaries. But whatever the truth is, one thing is certain: the moment Depp clashed with Goldberg, television history was made. So where do we go from here? Will Johnny Depp retreat from public appearances again, or will he lean into this new wave of controversy and reclaim his narrative on his own terms? Will Whoopi double down on her unapologetic approach, or will the show implement stricter guest boundaries after this? Audiences seem torn, equally fascinated and divided. And perhaps that's the point. In a world where every moment is dissected, debated, and turned into content, authenticity and performance have become nearly indistinguishable. Welcome to the new era of celebrity, where the real drama doesn't happen in the movies. It happens live, on camera, and without a script.